Hello, and thank you for clicking on the Ochanos channel. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're starting over at X like I normally do, and well, most of the time. But yeah, today for me it says for you. I'm gonna have to say it's failing because GTA 6 release delayed. A beta tester in the past, years and years ago, when I could see, and I was even a VGM, which is a virtual game manager for games for different companies, but kind of a miss on that one. I'm not finding anything really too terribly interesting on X other than a couple posts from Elon, or Mario Nawfal, Naufal, Open Society admits, yes, we fund protest groups. Okay, so yeah, we know that, like in the past, Antifa, Open Society, that they are funding rallies. They're funding anti-Trump, Elon Musk, Republican rallies, and apparently they admit to it. But or anything wrong with that? I don't know. That's debatable. It really is. Okay, just a really cool song that if you're feeling down, it will uplift you because it's a beautiful song. Check it out.
Hi.
Yeah, cool song. She has a Bible in her hands because that is actually the words from the Bible made into a song, but it just I'm not going to start crying or anything, but it's a pretty song. Okay, so just for you young folk out there, just so you know that if you're listening to this current song, it's a remake. Yeah, it's a remake. 100% remake. Check this out.
Wait for it, wait for it. Listen.
Lion City. Yeah, that's a remake, but it I mean, they did it justice because that voice change on that second singer, that was on point. That hit. Okay, we are over at YouTube again, and I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, YouTube is extremely hard to cover news on. So I'm gonna show you here. I can show you this from News Nation about alleged secret UFO program has absurd amount of evidence. Journalist Vargas. Okay, and then we have Kevin O'Leary warns of pattern with China that people should be aware of. Okay, so I'm going to try and find that on a different platform because the news is really hard to cover on YouTube. So this is something that is probably going to come across the media because anything negative that is perceived by the Democrats pertains to legacy media. When I say legacy media, I mean basically the ones that are extremely biased and they only cover one side. Now, I'm not saying NPR and PBS is biased. I am just saying that the media is going to cover it because they cover negative stories. You very rarely see anything positive coming from legacy media, NBC, MSNBC. I would hardly even call those news sources because they're pretty much just like Democrat agenda propaganda tools. But yeah, there was an executive order signed to defund NPR and PB and public broadcasting stations. Now, I do listen to NPR News in the morning just because it gives a quick rundown on what happened within the past 24 hours. So, do I think that they're fair? Yeah, I would say they're fair. Yeah. Are they unbiased? No, not really. No, I don't think any news source is unbiased. Even my own news that I cover is there's a bias. Yeah, absolutely. I'm pro-American. I'm pro-president. That doesn't matter what president. Doesn't matter what president. If he's president, he's my president, and I've always said that. And that I think that's what's wrong with a lot of the country now is that people who, oh, he's not my president. Well, guess what? You live in America. He's your president, stupid. Okay, so we are over at TikTok now, and I clicked on For You. That's all I did, just clicked on For You, and this is the first thing that pops up. Now, I do have to say that over the past couple days, I have been noticing a lot of weird stuff on TikTok as far as what they're pushing towards me. A lot of racial stuff, a lot of law enforcement stuff. I don't know. But I hear this gentleman here talking about some teenagers, and I couldn't say this. Like if I was to say this, I would be a racist. And I said that on a different
Like you all
post.
deserve to burn in hell. 3 Kansas City teenagers have been charged in the murder of a 14-year-old girl at a water park. At a freaking water park, man. They're accused of brutally beating and then taking turns shooting the girl. She was a fucking 8th grader. You guys look like some grown-ass men. You ugly sons of bitches. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Disgusting. You're cowards. And honestly, when you get to prison, I hope somebody beats the shit out of you every fucking day until you beg them to take your life. And then I hope you get violated in every other way you can. And then you lose your life. You pieces of shit. You're gonna burn. That's what's gonna happen to you guys. You're gonna burn. You can't make this up to that family. I'm just praying the girl gets an open casket. You pieces of shit. See this bullshit right here. This is why nobody trusts us. This is why nobody fucks with us. This is why nobody loves us. This is why nobody cares when we get killed by the police.
Okay, so yeah, that was pretty passionate, and he's speaking his mind. Yeah, the youth, I think it's more so a youth of today, because you see a lot of youth, and I'm not pointing out any specific race. I'm just saying youth in general. It has a lot to do with the morals of the society. So if you see a moral drop in the society, you see things like this happen. If you see apparently what the government has pushed for the past 15 years plus, about what it didn't work. It didn't work. You said disciplining your child, correcting your child. Oh, be kind and gentle to them. Yeah, be kind and gentle, but don't abuse them. But there needs to be consequences for actions. And now we're seeing this a lot more. Sad. So I covered this yesterday on what the China. This is a Chinese-owned company, right? TikTok. And this is what they're pushing. right? Our shelves are empty. Well, I mean, I showed a video.
China is no longer working with USA. Shelves will be very empty in the next few weeks. China is no longer working.
So anyways, yeah, I put that to rest. I had a late, they were saying Walmart was empty, had empty shelves in them. There was a lady who yesterday went into Walmart, or the day before yesterday. Anyways, there's no shortages. Will there be shortages? Yeah, I'm going to say so, because like the 99-cent stores, they're going to suffer the most, unfortunately. And if you're a 99-cent store shopper, you might suffer. I'm so sorry. Yeah, a lot of that stuff in there is either damaged or sold, like close to expiration, or from China, just straight from China. And yeah, we don't want China stuff. Okay, I clicked on Explore and then Society, right? And this is what I get. You guys are my witness. This is what I'm getting. No idea what they are.
Zimmerman, he should be in jail for what he did. He shot him, he killed him, and the charges should not have been dropped.
He shot him, he killed him, and the charges should not have been dropped.
Zimmerman, he should be in jail for what he did. He shot him, he killed him, and the charges should not have been dropped.
He shot him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but yeah, kids are like sponges. Okay, I'm just going to say that this is kind of scary, and then I'll give it a little commentary.
Where I'm at? He pulled up. Man, you know that pulled up.
This video was taken just moments before a man was gunned down on Facebook Live. On June 28, 2022, 46-year-old Terrell Smith, a local internet personality from Ypsilanti, Michigan, hopped onto Facebook Live to talk to his fans. Terrell was famous for his loud mouth, cocky attitude, and viral rants, building up thousands of loyal followers who loved the drama. But that drama turned deadly. As Terrell streamed from his front yard, someone in the comments started threatening him, claiming they were about to pull up.
You on this Facebook talking about come outside, you on Nash. I'm outside. I'm right here. I've been waiting in the damn thing. How he pull up? Look where I'm at. He pulled up. Man, you know that pulled up. What the pull up to? Come on, y'all know that little nigga pulling up nowhere, man. He got knocked the fuck out, man. That nigga go pull up on him, knocked him the fuck out, like at the end of the day.
Minutes later, a car pulled up outside his home. Out stepped 19-year-old Corian Brown, a man Terrell actually knew personally. They had a long-running beef both online and in real life. Still live streaming, Terrell walked straight toward him. That's when Brown pulled out a 9mm pistol and opened fire, unloading over 30 rounds. Terrell was hit multiple times across his chest and torso and collapsed immediately as his phone kept recording, capturing the chaos. Paramedics rushed to the scene, but it was too late. Terrell died in his front yard, with thousands of viewers having just witnessed his final moments. At first, Corian Brown disappeared, but after months on the run, on November 7, 2022, U.S. Marshals tracked him down and arrested him.
How he pull up? Look where I'm at.
Yeah, so that's sad. I mean, that is sad. There's a saying, live by the sword and die by the sword, right? Those of you who know me, if that was to happen to me, you know how I roll. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I really appreciate you. If you've watched the channel for this long, I truly, truly thank you. You deserve a medal. Yes, that's right. You deserve a medal. I make a video Monday through Friday, one video a day. And then I make short videos with my co-host, Pete, my bird boy, Pete. And we make a short video on the stock market, either before opening or after opening. If you can hit the like and subscribe button, every single like and every single subscribe helps the channel grow, and we are growing. It's amazing, actually. I'm really shocked on how fast we are growing. So I thank you all very much. Hit the like and subscribe, share, and I'll catch you on the next one.